If you were to become homeless, would you ever think you can become a billionaire? For most people, the answer would be no. But in today's video we'll see the story of a man who went from homelessness not once, but twice before becoming a billionaire. Now if you're new to my channel, welcome. Here at Selfmade Billies we follow and study the journey of self-made billionaires to get inspired. We learn about financial tips, how to save and grow your money. And we also like to get inspired by the luxurious lifestyle. So if you like all of that, then consider subscribing. Let us meet John Paul Dejoria. John was born on the 13th of April 1944. He is the second son of the Dejoria family. John's father came from Italy and her mother from Greece. John had a happy but also difficult childhood as his father left the house when he was about 2 years old. He lived with his mum and brother. John was eager to work and earn money at an early age. He had his first entrepreneurial experience at the age of 7. He and his brother would go and buy pieces of wood, then turn them into a flower box. He would buy the wood for 25 cents, turn it into a flower box, then sell it for 50 cents. At the age of 9, he began selling Christmas cards and newspapers with his older brother and made about $32 a month that helped him to support his family. That goes to show you how passionate and dedicated he was at a very young age. As he grew up, John loved the idea of having a job and worked part-time job after school, where most of the other kids of his age would go play and hang out. As he got older, John decided to join the US Navy. He served in the USS Hornet for 2 years. When he came back, he started working as a salesman, and he would have to go door to door to sell encyclopedia and insurance. But the thing is, this job wasn't salary paid. It was only commission paid. That meant no selling, no money. John never had the experience of door-to-door selling, and he faced a lot of rejection, but that did not stop him as he needed money to pay for food and bills. He was in a survival mindset. He would attend around 100 houses almost every day for the next 3 years. Just so you know, most of the new salesmen wouldn't last 3 days on this job, but John stayed doing this for 3 years. Years went by, and John Dejoria decided to join the hair care industry. He got a job and was employed by Redken Laboratories. But he got fired not long after. This led John to become homeless at the age of 22, as he couldn't afford bills, so he lived in his car. He met a hairdresser at a beauty show by the name of Paul Mitchell. They quickly get along, liked each other, and not so long after became best friend. In 1980, with the help of a $700 loan, they decided to create their own company, John Paul Mitchell Systems. 2 years later, the business started to blow up. You may ask yourself how his care products stand out and became so popular? Well, here is the thing with John. When he created their hair care product, they didn't want to be just in the one-time selling business. They wanted to be in the reordering business. Okay, but how would they accomplish that? Here is a glimpse at John Paul Dejoria mindset when it comes to creating a trusted brand. When you create a product that people loved so much, they would buy again and tell their friend. Now you're not in the one-time selling business but in the longevities business. The company's still going strong 40 years later, as John also believed in people and would only hire and invest in the best person suited for the job. He co-funded Patron in 1980. He got introduced by a friend to a man who was in the hospitality business. That man would go to Mexico and buy furniture and pavers, then come to United States to sell them to the restaurant and architectural business. They became friends and had a discussion while drinking tequila. John asked him when he goes back to Mexico to get furniture if he could also see what the Mexican people are drinking there, and to bring back a bottle with him. When he came back, he brought a couple of bottles of tequila. John tried it, and he fell in love with it. He described it as the smoothest thing he ever tried. John Paul Dejoria also happened to have a friend who runs a distillery. The guys who ran the distillery said to John, it could make it even smoother. They started with 1,000 bottles. They would sell the bottles for $34, but the average bottle of tequila was selling for $14. Nobody was buying John tequila. As you know John by now, you know that he's used to rejection, so that did not stop him. He would let celebrities try his tequila, and it was slow growth, but it pays off in 2003 when his company blew up. At a peak they were selling 3 million cases a year. John Paul Dejoria is also a philanthropist. In May 2019, he sold his company Patron to Bacardi for an estimated $5.1 billion. The first thing he did with that money was to write a check to a charity organization for $50 million. He put the rest aside and let an expert manage his money for his future. With the money he has made, John is planning on giving back to the people. John Paul currently working on a project to help out people live a better life and give them more opportunities. Let us hear what John Paul Dejoria advises for young entrepreneurs. Make your product or service the best it could be to position yourself in the reordering business, not on the selling business. Don't give up and be prepared for a lot of rejection. And remember, successful people do all the things unsuccessful people don't want to do. As you grow, remember that success unshared is a failure. You want to be happy and help out other people. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe for more videos, and also let me know your thought on John Paul Dejoria.